Hey guys, how are the Dragons here? And we're doing a updated virtual canine post first protocol. So let's get into this. First, we play 3 canine 04 no worry. Your opponent has 2 more cards in their hand. You can almost summon this card without tripping. You can only use each of the following effects of this card once per turn. If this card's normal summon, you can special summon one non-machine canine from your deck, but you cannot special summon from the extra deck except canine monsters while you control that face of monster. You can send one face of canine card you control to the graveyard. Look at your opponent's hand. Play 3 canine 17 Zuna. If your opponent has 2 more cards in your hand, you can normal summon this card without tripping. You can only use each of the effect of this card once per turn. During the main phase, if your opponent activated a monster effect in hand or graveyard quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is no longer special summon, you can summon canine card from deck to grave except the Zune, which we would always want to send Lupus. Then we play 3 Vanquish Jalon. If you reveal a card in your hand, activate a Vanquish card or effect, except during the. Sorry, I need to read this up here. You can special summon this card from your hand. Quick effect, you can activate one of these extra relieving a monster in your hand with listed attributes. Fire changes the battle system 1 monster on the field. 2 fire, add 1 Vanquish card from deck to hand, except this card. You can only use each of the effects of Jalo once per turn. You cannot activate more than one in the same chain. Then we played 3 of the new Horizon. Not new, but like 3, because before it was at 1, so now it's at 3. But anyway, if this card normal special summon, you can have one non-warrior vanquish some monster from your deck to hand. A quick effect, you can activate one of these effects. New monster in your hand with the listed entry. Fire. This card cannot be destroyed by out of card effects. Fire and Dark destroy all other monsters in this card's column. Then we play 3 Vanquish Dr. Madlove. This card is normal special summon. You can add 1 Vanquish spell trap from deck to your hand. Quick effect, you can activate one of these effects, revealing monster in your hand. Dark. One face of monster from control loses fire and attack defense. Dark Earth, return the monster with the lowest defense on the field to the hand. Your choice. If tied, you can only. Yeah. Then we play 2 Lantern. If your opponent has 2 more cards in the hand, you can always summon this card without tripping. You can only use each of the effects of this card once per turn. If this card's in your hand, you can target 1 level 5 non-powered canine monster in your graveyard. Supposed to summon both it and this card. They cannot be used as an XYZ summon of a light monster. Then we play 2 Lupus. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effect. You can only use each of the effects of this card once per turn. During the main phase, if your opponent has activated a monster effect in the hand or grave, this turn, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard, but banish when it leaves the field. During opponent's turn, quick effect, immediately after the effect without X-rays someone using this card you control. 1 Joker because it's at 1 now. If your opponent has 2 more cards in their hand, you can also summon this card without triggering. You only use each of the effects of the following of Canine Joker once per turn. If you can reveal this card and one other level 5 monster in your hand, special summon both, but they cannot be used material for an XYZ summon light monster. During the main phase, you can have one non-aqua canine from your deck to your hand. 1 Holly Soup because it's at 1. During the main phase, quick effect, you can reveal one of the other Vanquishers. Earth Dark to control 1 monster your opponent controls with the lowest attack. If tied until the end phase, Fire Dark special summon 1 non-sacred Vanquish Soul monster from your deck. Play 1 Vanquish Soul Seeds of Valius. I'll need to read this one. Quick effect, you can target 1 non-Vanquish Soul monster. Turn to hand. If you do special summon this card from your hand, quick effect, you can activate one of these effects by revealing monster in your hand with listed attributes. Earth. This face of card is unaffected by bonus activated effects. Earth, Fire, Dark destroy 1 other card on the field. Then play 1 Heavy Warrior. Dark, draw 1 card, Earth, and Fire inflict 1,500 damage to your opponent. Then we play 1 Magma and 1 Druidstorm. Each of these you just bash a Light or Dark from either graveyard and then special summon. Then for the hand traps, we play 3 Fulos um, um, to draw a card when your opponent's special summons your deck. 3 Ash to stop deck effects. 3 Ghost Spell. And then 2 Droll. We play 3 Stake Your Soul. Reveal 1 monster in your hand, spell summon 1 Vanquish monster with the same attribute but different name from your deck, but return to hand during the end phase. You can only activate 1 Sacred Control per turn. 1 case for K9. When this card activates, you can add 1 K9 monster from your deck to hand. K9 monster you control gain 900 attack during any turn in which your opponent has activated monster effect in the hand or graveyard. If this card's in the spell and trap zone but destroyed by a card effect, you can send 1 K9 quick life spell from the deck or graveyard. 1 K9 release with string, 1 K9 force released, 1 Vanquish Soul start, 1 triple tactics talent. Draw 2 cards to control 1 monster opponent controls until the end phase. Look at your opponent's hand and choose 1 card from it and shuffle in its deck, and 1 call by the grave. That's it for the main deck. Let's go into extra deck. I won't be doing combos in this video because I still need to learn this deck. It's like one of my favorite decks, but it's a fun deck to play. I just need to learn more about it. Okay. You play 2 K9 17 Ripper. You touch from to your opponent's card, now 1 K9 from your deck to your hand. Then your opponent has activated monster effects. This turn, you set 1 K9 quick yourself from deck or graveyard. When your opponent activates a monster effect or a hand or graveyard quick effect, detach one material from this card and negate that effect. K9 Jax. If this card is activated, summoned, or if your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or graveyard, you can attach 1 material from this card and target 1 monster on the field, destroy it. You can only use effects of this card once per turn. A Cam XYZ card that has material gains this effect during any turn which your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or graveyard. Any battle this card affects your opponent is doubled. 1 K9 Hound. Cannot be destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effects. Each time your opponent activates a monster, this gains 500 attack. When this effect resolves once per turn during the standby phase, you can detach 1 material, then target 1 card on the field and mash it. 1 Werewolf. And 1 of the new card, K9 X River M. I'll read this one. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent, you can only use each opponent effect of this card once per turn. If this card is special summoned by a K9 spell trap effect, you can target up to 2 cards your opponent graveyard or banishment, shuffle them into the deck, and while your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, detach all 2 material from the card and negate the effect, destroy all cards on the field. 1 Nash Knight, 1 Sea Nash Knight, 1 Masquerade Anomaly Horror. That gets you into. So what these cards do, this and this, like those two, they get you into your Umble Horrors, which is a good card. 1 Valen, the Sacred, 1 Zeus, 1 SP, 1 Rock of Vanquish, 2 Rock of Vanquisher. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe, and keep doing, everyone.
It's time to do